What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Nova Senpai, and I'm back today with a Tsubasa build guide. Tsubasa is the Cryo Archer SSR, who is insane. Like, I mean, one, her model looks dope, and then two, like, she just does like crazy amounts of damage. And like, especially when you get her higher star, he does like, she starts to do insane damage. But I mean, I guess that's really anybody with high star level. So, but yeah, so let's get into it. All right, I'm gonna get the usual stuff out of the way first. So gear, when Tsubasa is a cryo character, so what you're gonna want is, you don't want three things actually, because she has crit in her base weapon stats. So you want crit rate, you want cryo attack, you want normal attack, and that's pretty much it. Those are the three main ones you want to go for, because it'll just boost her damage. So, all right, next we'll go with team comps. The team comp I run is Frigg, Tsubasa, and King. Frigg is usually my main DPS in there, but I use Tsubasa as like a secondary DPS, kind of. And but other teams you could run with her is, you could run, instead of Frigg, you can run Nemesis. So I have Frigg on there for the cryo resonance, but if you don't really care about the cryo resonance, because she does plenty of damage without it, you could run Nemesis instead, so to give you a good King, amazing shatter, Tsubasa, amazing DPS, and then Nemesis just heals you. You could run a full-on cryo team where you could have Meryl, Frigg, Tsubasa. Meryl's for your shatters. Tsubasa and Frigg would be your like main and sub DPSs, and or you could run Coco and have a healer. But yeah, it's kind of, you can mix and match with your cryo characters if you want, or you just run Tsubasa on any other team. Like, she's just, as a main DPS, she's cracked. All right, so for her awakening traits, her first trait, Tsubasa Rainstorm. So each time Tsubasa deals damage, gain 1 stack of Fierce Strike, up to 1 stack per second. Each stack adds half or 0.5% attack, up to 15 stacks. Refreshes effect duration upon gaining the effect again. The effect lasts for 30 seconds. All right, and then at her 4,000 is Tsubasa Raging Waves. Each time Tsubasa deals damage, she gains 1 stack of Fierce Strike, and it adds 0.6% up to 30 stacks. And it's the same thing, just higher percentage. If you're using her as a main DPS, then I would, it's worth using these as your simulacrum trait. If you don't have anything else that's like better, depending on who you run, I would definitely choose her over like Meryl's, or hers over Frigg's is probably slightly better. But I mean, hers is, if you want to go for it, you can go for it. It's worth it. It's not like how some ones just don't make any sense. Like, they're really not that important. All right, so is it worth starring Tsubasa? Now, don't pay attention to mine, because I didn't really go for Tsubasa. I just turned out to have a 4-star. I just kept rolling her. But so her first advancement is activated. Grant a stack of sharp arrows each time the arrow fired by a dodge attack hits a target. Each stack increases damage by 5% for 15 seconds. Stacks up 3 times. Then you have your natural attack growth. Your 3-star is launching a dodge arrow, after launching a dodge attack, fire 3 charged arrows, which definitely helps for your 1-star, where like if it hits your dodged arrow, you get a 5%, and if all 3 of them hit, then boom, you get your 15% right off the rip. And then obviously 4-star is your attack growth again. 5-star, double duration of arrow rain and slows targets by 25. That's actually would be pretty useful. And sharp arrow stacks up to 5 times. Hitting a target with a charged arrow immediately grants 3 stacks. Headshots grant 5 stacks. So again, she doesn't super, obviously starring her is just gonna make her better anyway, but it's not super important for her. Like, I'd say the dodged attack arrow, maybe the 1-star, maybe like a 1-star but like you definitely don't have to go out there and like try to 6-star right off the rip. So she does plenty of damage at like no star. It's so yeah. It's not, if you're gonna use her and she's gonna be like your main character, then obviously you should go for starring the characters that you want. But it's not super important. You could definitely use your resources to level up like maybe a support like King or something. All right, so let's get into Matrixies. I actually have the main 3 that I wanted to talk about on her right now. Don't question why I have a blue on there. I had to take it off for something else. But for our ranks, you want the damage dealt by frost weapons increased by 6%. So the robot dog thing. And then that's pretty much it for the R's. But at this point in the game, most people aren't using R's. SR's, Hilda is increased attack by 15% when there are no enemies within 6 meters. And she's the best SR you can get for Tsubasa before SSRs, because Tsubasa's SSR is increased damage dealt by 14% when there are no enemies within 4 meters. So it's literally the exact same thing, just Tsubasa's is down a little more. Like the range, they can be a little bit closer, and it has like 1% less damage. But other SSRs that would work, I would say, would definitely probably just be would just be Sobek, because Sobek's good on literally almost every other character. But yeah, if you bought the battle pass, you will have Hilda. You'll have a 4 set of Hilda. You just need the 3. So if say like you have 1 Tsubasa, then you put that 1 on there and then put the other 3 Hildas, so you can just replace it when you get a second Tsubasa. Because for SSRs, Tsubasa is obviously going to be the best one, but another one you could actually put on there is Samir. And Samir's would do nice if you have 2 Tsubasas and 2 Samirs. You could, deck out your damage. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I have for Tsubasa. I mean, obviously, like, her playstyle is going to be, a ranged playstyle, even though my, like, team isn't exactly ranged. I usually use Tsubasa for, like, those boss fights where they're really fucking annoying, how they just kind of, like, always dash away from you when you're trying to attack them. So then I just pull out Tsubasa so I can do that extra damage. And I'll always wait for her discharge skill. Whenever, like, say we fail a shield break on a boss, and they do that spot where they stand still to use their like super maximum attack, I just rain down fucking arrows on them with her discharge. But like, yeah, look at the damage on there. That's crazy. And that's with a purple. I still have that purple matrix on her. Like, but yep, that's pretty much it for this video. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you're new, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.